If you're a heat and air machine technician or even a salesperson, what are some events that you should role play that have nothing to do with the money, and why does it matter? This is a super important question. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California on a perfect day to talk about sales and business, and a perfect day to talk about you for HVAC technicians sales secrets. Okay, so I will work with salespeople, I'll work with entrepreneurs, and one of the things that I find is they have a tough time wanting to role play common objections that they face. There's like 5 to 7 of them in every industry. I want to think about it. It costs too much. We need to wait a little bit longer. I need to get more bids, whatever they may be. But when you talk about role play, some of the content that you have the full capability of role playing is strange events, difficult conversations. And I'm going to put both of these together. Strange events or difficult conversations because they typically go hand in hand. And so let's say that you meet with a buyer, you meet with a client, and something weird happens. Now, weird is going to be defined by you, your process, your availability. It could be that a salesperson steps in on you. It could be that the buyer's just being aggressive. It could be that the buyer's being a jerk. But these conversations have to be had. And there is an element of sales business boundary that's not taught anywhere. Right? People will tell you, go out there and close a deal. Sales dude, sales chick, go close a deal. Go make some magic happen. But what they don't tell you is, like, there's events that happen in your sales process that you have absolutely no control over, that you have no ability to say, hey, look, I didn't cause this. It wasn't me. It was the buyer. It was the circumstances. And so when I say you have to get used to difficult situations, weird situations, and chaos, there's elements of this conversation that you have to be willing to have. And a lot of them are going to be somewhere around like a timeout phrase. Timeout, hold on, wait a minute. We need to have a conversation. I think we need to get to each other up to speed. Why don't we talk about what the situation is and really dig into the problem? Now, if you build a timeline of the sales process and you're right here, the longer that you wait to have a difficult conversation, the tougher it is for that conversation to work out. And this right here is why you should join my email publication. I'll give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not the YouTube channel. So you really want to take some time practicing weird events, chaos, break-ins in the conversation, points where the buyer is being a jerk, points where the buyer is being aggressive, so that it comes off from you elegant. So it doesn't feel desperate, that it doesn't feel like you are out of control, right? So let's say chaos is there's a million things running around going on in the office. You may say, hey, would there be a time that would be better for me to come back where it's less chaotic? Okay, that's one. You may meet with a buyer who's being overly aggressive with you. You may go, hey, time out. We got to reset here. We got to have a conversation. I'm here to help you. The way that this interaction is going, there's not going to be a way for me to help you. It could be that a salesperson walks in on you. Right? You have to set the boundary with them. Hey, dude, why don't you wait? I was here before you. So you've got the interactions with the buyer, with the client, with their team or their office. If it's a homeowner, it could be a neighbor. Like you should, oh my goodness, if you do in-home sales, you should absolutely role play the jerk neighbor coming over and saying, hey, I got a system last summer for $9,000 when the market charges $18,000. There is a neighborhood in Sacramento. Oh, I hated going to this neighborhood. There's a neighborhood in Sacramento by the river. That's all I'm going to say, by the river, where you go there and it's not a gated community, but it is a master plan community. And here's what happens if you're going to go knock on the door and the neighbor comes over. Oh, what are you here to sell? Like, well, I'm going to go over a water heater. Oh, I just had a water heater done for $2,000. Then what they do is they go to the homeowner and they're like, hey, I just had a water heater done for $2,000. You should call my guy. They all compare like who got the best price. Everything else be damned. They don't care about quality. They don't care about service. The only thing they care about is I got a better price than you. And that's it's really weird. So like you should absolutely role play situations like that to know what you're going to say, to know what you're going to do, because these items are going to pop up. Weird, strange, chaos. And in your industry, in your service, in your practice, you should ask the other salespeople, what's a weird situation you've been in the last 6 months? Write it on an index card. What's a strange situation you've been in the last 6 months? Write it down on an index card. And then what you do is you all role play that, so that when it does happen, you're just like, yeah, I've got this one figured out. You got 1 to 3 things to do from here. Just 1 to 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it. Every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.